All right, so obviously we are not at home. We are still here in Europe in the Jardin de Toulouse next to the Louvre. And of course, this is
the Handbag Husband.
The Handbag Husband, yay! So today, I think this is one of the core videos that I'm most excited about doing because we got a chance to do our visits here in Paris to both Sèvres and Faubourg. We didn't get to go to Georges V, but what we're gonna get to do now is our forbidden bags. These are the bags, just in case you don't remember from our other forbidden bags, these are those bags that we see, but you cannot touch, right? And there are some bags that are just simply not for mere mortals like us, but then there are some bags that are just untouchable. You're never gonna get them at all. And we see a couple of those. But we saw so many here, and it's such a big difference, and we'll talk a little bit more about why it's different. But we saw so many of these amazing kind of Sasquatch once-in-a-lifetime bags here that we're gonna divide it up into 2 different videos. So this video is gonna be for Faubourg, and then we'll do another one for Sèvres as well. Now, before we get to the video, before we get to the forbidden bags, if you like these videos, if you like the conversation, if you like the bag candy, and this video is the bag candy video, and if you just like the general milieu, obviously, please don't forget to like and subscribe because it really does help the channel grow, and we are so thankful for that.
Thank you.
But also because you get notifications when our newest videos come out. Or now, let's get down to some bags. So with the forbidden bags, you have to understand FSH is the homeland. It is where all the, like, it feels like Harry Potter, where you start to see like strange, like odd versions of bags that you're familiar with, like a Birkin and Kelly, but they have just twist to them, right? They're disoriented, they're touched, they are, they're in rare exotic materials and have foofy feathers and all these kinds of things. And so this is where they congregate. It's like being in like, you know, an emperor's court or something like that, where you just have people from all over the land.
It's like a library archive.
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, it's more of that, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true too, because you see things coming back, right? That had gone extinct, essentially.
Sure.
It's like the Jurassic Park of handbags. So it's just really amazing.
The lizard?
The lizards. So it's just really amazing to see. And the first one we actually saw was the one where we're waiting in line. And these aren't in any order of favorite or not favorite, but they're just amazing bags that we saw. And the first one we saw was actually in the window, in the display, before we even got into the store, which is a Birkin 30. It's in matte crocodile, and I think the color is biscuit. It's hard to tell with the light.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. There's so many shades of that. It could be shy, it could be biscuit,
Yeah.
it could be, you know, like that
Yeah.
shade of brown. It's, yeah.
I'm just gonna call it biscuit because
I'm distracted by these pigeons.
I'm just gonna call it biscuit because I like the color biscuit,
Sure.
and I want to believe that it's biscuit inside. But palladium hardware, it is reasonably sized, 30. So we actually see a lot of big bags, which I think are good for displays. Maybe the smaller bags,
Yeah.
maybe or not, but they are more popular. And I mean, obviously the crocodile is amazing, and the overall theme of the FSH at the moment is like an underwater, you know, something the Little Mermaid would be wearing, I guess. I don't know how you say that. Maybe sunken treasure kind of feel to it.
Yeah. Too green for me though.
Yeah. But I mean, of course, there's no price tag on this bag. This is one of those bags that are like ultimate forbidden, right? Like these are,
I think so.
Someone can get it, but it's definitely not me, and it's definitely not someone you know.
Sure.
Right. I don't know, what do you like about the bag?
I like the color. I like the softness about this. I think it stood out because the background was green. Yeah. So.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah. I guess that's the point, right? If you do a display of the store, you want the product to stand out.
Yeah. It also is under the water, and it's an alligator, you know, or a crocodile.
Sure.
Right? So there's
Seawater,
that there, right? You know, I wouldn't want to jump into that pool. There's a crocodile floating around there. But the bag really stuck out to me because of the color, right? You don't see a lot of biscuit, right? You see black, you see blue, you see gray, and we'll see some other actually pretty amazing ones, but in general, in the wild, you don't see that a lot.
Sure,
and I think, I mean, I don't even know where I'd wear this like an opening day at the racetrack, right? I think it would be kind of cool.
Sure. It's a very daytime because of the color.
Yes, it's a daytime bag, but you wouldn't you wouldn't want to go grocery shopping of some
Or it
sort.
could be like a tea, like afternoon tea, or yeah.
Or day drinking champagne. Yeah,
sure.
brunch perhaps.
Sure.
So that is the first one that we saw. And again, before we even got into the store, I mean, you're just walking by. You don't have to go in and deal with all the craziness. You can just walk by, and they have just spectacular bags, even just on display. All right, next up is going to be kind of a counterpoint to the first one that we saw. Obviously in a darker color, in a more traditional color, and I hear that really smart, really beautiful people who know lots of stuff get this bag, which is a Birkin croc. It is black with gold hardware. It's a size 30, and I wanted to say that
And it's shiny.
it is shiny, and of course you might see these in your local boutique, but when you see them next to the other bags, like it really like kind of defines where they are.
I think because the lighting.
I mean, of course, the lighting
No,
is
because
like
it's shiny, and then you get the
Yeah.
light kind of like zoom in, and it just like ta-da!
And of course, I mean, it's a beautiful bag. The price on it is, when we translate it into dollars, is around 42,000 and some change on it. So it'll be a little difference depending on what the dollar is. But this one is one that is just like the low-level forbidden bag. So people
think so.
can buy
I
it.
think so, yeah.
Just not us, but just someone can buy it. Because there's a couple bags we'll see that, I mean, no one's gonna get them unless you're.
Someone's gonna get them.
Someone's gonna get
But
them,
not you
yeah,
and me.
it's not me. It's not you. It's not any of us. But I like it. So it's more of a traditional bag. It's a nice size, right? Because we are big bag people. I mean, let's
Yes,
be honest, and we're trying to keep the big bags alive, right? I don't want them to go extinct without the support of big bag lovers. Plus,
I think it's a classic to me. It looks like timeless.
of course, it is a classic timeless bag. In 100 years, you could still wear this bag. In 50 years, you could still wear this bag. It's always going to be in style, and you get 100 plus charisma points
Sure.
whenever you carry it around. Even, people who might be shy, they're going to get the extra charisma just from carrying the bag.
Sure.
And the nice thing about the color also is that it doesn't monopolize the outfit. Yes, of course, whatever you're wearing with it you're gonna notice that you're wearing this bag, but it's more of like it's integrated into the outfit as it can be, as opposed to the bag is wearing you.
Sure.
Right, and we'll see a couple of those bags where the bags are wearing you. It doesn't matter what you're wearing, people are gonna know the bags, and then they'll just happen to know you on the side. All right, so next up is a forbidden bag that is truly forbidden.
It's the first time we've seen it.
It's the first time I've ever seen it. Yeah, these are weird kind of things that the designers are playing with, the avant-garde of where the bags are right now, which is the Kelly, and actually I think it did exist back in the day, but they just brought it back, which is a Kelly 20 Teddy, and you can see it has like the fuzzy on the outside, the fuzzy on the handle. It's perfect for the winter to keep your hands warm. I can only imagine how dirty it's gonna get, just existing. But the other thing is that it's made with the grizzly suede that is unique.
It's called grizzly suede. I don't think it's grizzly bear, right?
Grizzly. I think it's grizzly.
Like the bear?
Like the bear.
I don't.
Yeah, which was very appropriate for the teddy bear.
Wait, so the skin made from grizzly?
No, it's not made from it. It's called
That's
grizzly,
why I
but
say
it's
it was
suede.
called, yes,
It's called
correct,
grizzly
correct.
suede. So it has that soft touch. I guess it would be very similar to like what you get on the bottom of the trays when you get.
I don't think so.
It's suede.
Sure,
I mean, it's suede.
sure,
Suede is
sure.
suede is suede. So, and I think that's very apropos for a bag that is supposed to be kind of a warm, fuzzy feel to it. It has palladium hardware on it. It is relatively small, and
They have multiple sizes.
Oh yeah, this one is relatively small.
Yeah, this
though.
one is too small.
Yeah.
Cannot fit anything. Maybe just, I don't know.
Well, I don't think you're really wearing this one, especially this one, to fit. I mean, you see, there's no price on it because it's not for sale, at least to us or anyone who's looking at it. But I've seen them like on Sotheby's for like 120,000 or something like that. They're outrageous, mainly because they're so new and they're so rare. And I think that the thing about it is that because it is small and because of the tactile, you buy this for the tactile feel, right? Because it's not really impressive when you see it. You're not like, oh, that's like so amazing, but you're like, oh, it's cute and it's different. And I bet you if you're feeling it, I mean, that's where you're gonna get your dollar's worth or your money's
But
worth.
you feel it. That thing's gonna get dirty.
Yeah, it's gonna get dirty, but bags are meant to be used. They're meant to be there. All right, so next up is a bag that I personally like a lot. Maybe not in this color, and I think in the Sèvres one we see a different color version of it, but is the Kelly 20 Désorienté. I think that's how they say it. Basically means disoriented, and the title is appropriate, because it is very disorienting. It is size 20. It is in Epsom, and it is black with palladium hardware. And again, it is that smaller size.
I'm not a big fan of this one.
The thing I like about this one
I
is...
think it's also because I think where they put it, it's kind of like tucked in the corner.
Yeah, they weren't showcasing it really.
Yeah.
It just happened to be
There,
up there.
yeah.
But I think if you get it in the right color for me, the thing I like most about it is the thing I love about a cover song, or someone covering a song that you know, but it sounds different. And you know, if you get so accustomed to seeing Kellys in their normal kind of standard size and layout, when you see the Désolé, it's like, it's just like, it has like a surrealist feel to it. Like if Picasso had made a Kelly and
When
applied
he
it to
changed
this.
his era.
Yeah, when he went into the cubicle,
Yes,
the cubic
yeah.
era.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It really kind of feels that way, and I just like it. I like looking at it. It looks like it's purposefully confusing, whereas when you see it like on the Birkin and stuff like that, it's a very different feel. So, and I also think that if it was larger, it probably wouldn't be as good. I think it looked very strange if it was one of the larger Kellys doing it. So, this one was at $11,000 when we translate it into US dollars. And I don't know, I think, again, different color, I would definitely consider it. So has been the practice up at this point. The next one up is going to be something that is a little bit more mundane, but I put it in there because one, it's cool to see, it's a nice one, but also because it is a contrast to the Désolé, almost an alternate contrast, in the sense that it is the Kelly 20 normal in black with palladium hardware, but it is box leather, which is pretty, very, very pretty. Again, I'm not a huge fan of smaller bags, but I like this bag because of the box leather.
Yeah.
And the box leather, from what the essays were telling us, has become more and more rare, not because it's harder to get and not because it's harder to make, but more the fact that a lot of people are saying they don't want the box leather. They're saying, oh, you know, it's nice, but it's too much maintenance, or it's too easily ripped. And I think that's a shame.
Maybe it makes sense to make into a smaller bag. You know, it's easier to be careful and not have it a scratch. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can see that as well for people who are buying their first bags. You don't want to get it in box leather, right? You want to get it in Epsom, you want to get it in Clements, because it's going to be durable, and realistically, that's the bag you're going to use the most. You're going to have it for the longest period of time, and also the smaller one. So I don't know, I think I loved it in box. It's a great contrast to the Désolé, and yeah, I don't know, anything else?
It's nice, but you know, just not my thing, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, also, the price on it was at $13,000. All right, so for this next thing that we saw is one that I like because, look, I love polka dots. I'm a polka dot guy, right? Polka dots are my thing. It's unfortunate that men don't really get to wear a lot of polka dots other than socks and ties, basically, and maybe like the kerchiefs and stuff like that. But I think that this applies really nicely for this next bag, which is a Birkin 30 in a beautiful blue with gold hardware and in ostrich, right? And so the ostrich, the pattern feels very polka dotty, and I find it very pleasing. I like the fact that it's in the 30 size. We put it on here because you don't see that one a lot.
I think most of the time when we see an ostrich, mostly it's in Kelly and not Birkin.
Yeah, you also see it on Constance quite a bit too.
True.
Yeah. So it is kind of cool to see it there. I like the polka dots. There's not a ton to say about the bag because, I mean, other than the kind of minor variation of the color and the skin type on it, I mean, it's a Birkin, right? It's beautiful and you're gonna love it, but it doesn't really like spark like energetic excitement about it necessarily. But this is a bag you could wear every day, right? You definitely could bring to work.
Yeah.
If you had a corporate job, if you ran some sort of business or something like that, it wouldn't be really specifically for a specific type of person, you know? All right, so next up, you know, we have been really focusing on the Kellys and the Birkins for obvious reasons because I mean, those are the ones that are usually most forbidden, but also here in Paris, other included in that forbidden category are the Constances, so we can't forget about them. And this next one up is a Constance 18 in like a seafoam green, maybe like a...
Seafoam?
Yeah, seafoam green, turquoise, if you will, with gold hardware. And I think and also in ostrich, which is, again, is always a plus for me. I think that the gold really stands out nicely against the green.
Yeah.
And they probably did it because it fits with the whole like sunken treasure vibe, right? Pirates of the Caribbean vibe to it, to the motif right now. And I think that, you know, I wish that Constance's would be a little bit larger. And if they even 24. Made it an even larger size, yeah. A 24 would be cool, or even like, you know, a real sized one, like a man,
No, then the edge logo would be too big.
Oh yeah. I guess I hadn't sorted that out. That's why I don't work for him. I don't design bags.
Sure.
But this one specifically is very nice, and I picked it because the color is strange. You know, you don't see a lot of like turquoise bags in general, especially for Constance.
True. Even though I'm not a big fan of green, but I think it looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Contrast with the gold hardware.
It really pops out
Yeah.
the gold. Again, I'm not a huge fan of Constance either because it would be difficult to make it a unisex bag. You definitely could. I've seen gentlemen wearing them before, and it's a very specific like style that you have to do it.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, you know, just kind of.
And you don't like crossbody bags anyway.
No, I'm not a huge fan of crossbody bags. It catches the belly, it makes the belly stick out a little bit. So next up is another one of those kind of hybrid ones that are strange and you don't see a lot about, and I don't think a lot of people really demand them, but I can imagine they have a very practical usage, which is the Birkin 35 in Clements, but it is touched on the flap with crocodile. And I think, I mean, the contrast, obviously, the crocodile is matte on the top, and just the texture is very cool, whereas the Clements is durable and usable.
I'm not a big fan of touch.
I think the touch...
It's almost like half in, half out. Are you gonna like be normal leather, or are you gonna be exotic? Just pick one. To me, I don't like. It's almost like incomplete art, or it just it's just not my style. All the touch, it's just not my thing.
I think the touch can go wrong when they do like the Kelly hands. Just the Kelly hands in the alligator, and then the rest is in like normal leather or whatever.
Yeah.
I dislike that, but I think here with the Birkin, having the full flap allegorized, crocodilized with crocodile on top, I think is nice because, again, if you have a full crocodile bag, you're always gonna worry about where you set it down, where you run it into. With the Clements on the bottom, it's super durable, super scratch resistant. You can set it down and not worry as much about it. And also the fact that the flap has a nice texture, right? So the parts that you're actually touching and enjoying are going to be the alligator portion of it, while the Clements part, you know, it's durable and it's not going to be so rippable. So it is in blue with gold hardware. There's no price on this one. This one is the most forbidden of the levels of bags. And I don't know.
No, touch is not that difficult.
They may just not offer it to you, but there's no price on it. Oh, well, there was a price on it. There was a price on it, but I missed it. Okay, but I thought it was really interesting, and you know, I think that if they reversed it, it'd be weird. If the bottom was alligator or crocodile and the top was Clements, that'd be strange. So I don't know. I like the way they did this one. Would I buy it? Probably
I
not.
wouldn't let you buy it.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, no. But it's cool, and it's rare. It's rare in the sense that they design it this way, and it's exotic in the sense that it's strange. All right, so the next one that we saw, it was, I think, one of the first ones that really caught my eye because it's kind of a strange bird. It's got the things on it, which is the Kelly Elan, but it has, or Elan, but it has...
I think it's Elan.
Elan, but it has feathers, right? Like almost like a tutu or like an exotic bird. And it does give that feel, right? It's small, it's feathery.
I like it.
It's in black with gold hardware, and I think that it's just strange, right? You don't see oftentimes feathers mixed in.
I think it's pretty.
It's very, very pretty.
I feel like it's gonna shade though.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna shed for sure.
But I feel like it's perfect for like a night out bag. Perfect.
Yes, 100%,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like if you are wearing, you want something like a little bit chaotic to go with your outfit, right? Like if you have like a nice dress and everything's, you're well put together, then you have one bag that's like a little bit of just like chaos.
Yeah, I think it comes in like multiple colors, like green and like fuchsia and like
yeah. I mean, that would make more sense.
Sure, but
the black doesn't seem to make the most sense, but
nice,
it does
though.
fit your style very much so.
I really like that one.
This one is a forbidden bag. I mean,
Sure.
there's no price on it.
First time we see it, I think I saw it in like online before, but this is the first time I saw it.
Yeah, this is the first time we see it in reality. I mean, is it gonna show up in local stores like ours?
Maybe.
I don't think it's ever, maybe Beverly Hills, maybe Madison Avenue. So this last one we're gonna talk about is one, again, this is one of my...
For the husband, for the handbag husband.
For the handbag husband, because I mean, even if you fill it up, it's gonna be quite heavy, right? You're gonna have some serious willpower to wanna carry this thing around.
I mean, if you're gonna work out and try to curl your bicep.
Yes, right, you're gonna do the handbag curls,
Yeah.
which is the Birkin 50 HAC à couture. Yeah? French people? No? I was gonna
Better off just to Google Translate and have it say it for you.
It must have been okay. No one threw a baguette at me. So
watch the bird drop the baguette.
The pigeons. So this one, I mean, this is a bag that I've been looking for because it is a bigger size bag. I carry lots and lots of stuff, and it's ideal for me because
Oh, my burden.
yes, so hard. But I like, I put laptops in there, I put the books in there, I put all kinds of stuff when I'm working, and it's just nice to have a bag that really could fit everything in there. It is gray with palladium hardware. It looks like Clements, maybe, I would imagine, just because it's so big and it's also so slouchy. It doesn't look like it's super well.
He copied my word of slouchy. I'm gonna trademark the word slouchy.
So I think it's really nice, and I think the proportions. I mean, I guess the problem with it is the proportions are a little strange. When you see this is a
And
normal,
you are short.
it's gonna drag on the front.
Because it's
Yes, it's long.
Yeah, it's longer.
Longer. It is the wiener dog of Birkins. But I like the normal Birkin 40 or maybe even bigger because the proportions do. It's a little.
okay.
It's not as long.
Yeah.
Whereas the HAC is longer. It's elongated, and that might be good if you're carrying again like longer pieces and things like that, like like the camera stuff or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like it's gonna drag on the ground and it's gonna get worn. People are like, why is it worn on the bottom? You're like, oh, because it's hit the ground. So I like it. There was no price on this one, or maybe I might have missed the price on the one. Sorry guys, but it looks pretty good, and I don't know. I think they offered it. Probably still take it. All right, so that is it for our first round of forbidden bags in Paris at Faubourg FSH. And I think that tell us what you think about the bags. I think my all-time favorite. Actually, what is your all-time favorite from this one?
From this one?
Yeah.
I think the Croc 30 shiny pearl with the Kelly Elong feather. Yeah, those are my two.
Yeah. I like the Birkin biscuit, the one that we saw
the
first.
One?
If it is in biscuit,
sure.
Right? Purportedly, I like that one a lot, and I like I like the Desiree, but I would the Kelly Desiree, but I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it in a different color for sure. So with that, I think we're gonna call this one to an end. And again, if you like these videos, actually tell us what you think about the bags that you saw, because I mean,
or if you guys own any of these.
Or if you own any of them, yeah. I mean, we can ooh and ah with you. But if you like these videos, if you find the content interesting, if you like the bag candy, and dude, there's so much bag candy. Here we got so much more bag candy to go. But if you like that, please don't forget to like and subscribe, because it really does help the channel to grow. And again, we are so thankful for that.
Thank you.
But also because you get notified when our newest videos come out. So with that, from the Jardin des Tuileries, au revoir.